Welcome back to my little channel. It has been a little bit of time since my last video. I know my upload schedule is dreadful at the moment. But yeah, sorry. I hope this one will have made the wait worthwhile. Today's video I will be addressing an old video on who is better at multitasking, women or men. Now, I can't really remember where I found this video. I'm going to say it's BuzzFeed because it's BuzzFeed. And we have a man and a woman sitting in what appears to be lab coats between, well, beakers. So you know it must be scientifical. No, it's not, is it? I mean, we're not falling for that. Anyway, they think they can tell us who are better at multitasking. Let's see what their own panel thinks.
So do we think that women or men's brains are better at multitasking and are more attentive?
What do you think?
Women.
Men.
What?
No one can multitask.
No, but I was going to say the same thing. It's not true.
Why would men be better at multitasking?
Well, I'm a better multitasker than my girlfriend.
Women can switch between tasks faster than men can.
But I am a focuser though.
Men can only really focus on one thing.
I'm just going to eat right now, and then I want to go to poo.
Guys just are like in a cloud and don't know what's going on.
Okay, we heard a lot of them talk, and I had to admit that I was somewhat amazed by the first couple. The woman says, "Oh, women are better." And then the guy says, "No, men are better." And she's like, "What?" You can see the disdain. How dare he give a different answer than I just gave? But the second couple was smarter. I wouldn't say they're completely correct, but they are a lot smarter. Both the man and the woman recognize that neither can multitask. But sometimes women can switch between tasks easier. But even that isn't true. I'll come back to this in a moment. But first off, let's hear what they think the answer is.
The answers were kind of mixed, but I think most people said women. Is that true?
I mean, female brains do have 10 times as much white matter as guy brains.
What is that?
I mean, white matter is the network that connects your brain's isolated processing centers.
So it's like the internet for your brain.
Right. It means that women are better at transitioning between tasks, which could explain why women are better at multitasking.
Or it could mean that they get distracted easier, like think about the laundry during sex night.
Sex night?
Well, guys, on the other hand, have more gray matter, which is the part of your brain that processes information. It means that guys are better able to focus on a single task at hand.
Oh, so you mean like tunnel vision?
I mean, if we have tunnel vision for our girlfriends.
Well, they are somewhat correct. Yes, women have more white matter and men have more gray matter, which means that men and women are better at certain tasks. Switching between tasks, funny enough, isn't one of those things. Now, I know people like to think that they're good at multitasking, but no one really is. You're not able to multitask if you need your mind. For example, you can drive your car, but if you need to pay attention to the road, which you should and you always do need to do, then you can't be distracted by something else. So just doing something on your phone, or even a very intense conversation with your partner next to you, can be a distraction which can influence your ability to drive your car safely. Now, don't take my word for it. I mean, there are plenty of studies, and I might link a few downstairs. It's probably a good thing of me to do. But I'm going to ask you to do a simple task. Now, first off, I want you to write down a simple sentence. And you know what? Let's take the sentence, "If only I could multitask better." If only I could multitask better. After you've written down that, I want you to number each letter from 1 till the end. So if only is 6 letters, I 7, multitask, etc., etc., etc. This is the first thing you do. If only I could multitask better, 1, 2, 3, all the way to the end. Now I want you to do something more difficult. I want you to write each letter, and then before you write the second letter, the number that comes with it. So I1, O2, N3. And I want you to do the same thing with the sentence. If only I could multitask better. Now try it out. I1, O2, N3, etc., etc., etc. Which one, and be honest with me, which one do you think you are better at? The first one, where you first have the task of writing a sentence and then have the task of writing the numbers? Or where you constantly switch between two tasks? Now, I'm pretty sure you know what I think the outcome will be, but try it out anyway and see what the outcome will be. Yeah, no, I'm not going to wait till you've done that. That's silly. I wanted to. No, pause the video, do it, come back to me. Or not, and listen to what I have to say next. The thing is, we can't multitask. No matter what people tell you, we can't. People pretend to think that they can switch between tasks fast, which also isn't really true. But switching between tasks and multitasking is not the same thing. We can't do two things at once. We can try to put our attention at two things, but then we are really just switching between those tasks. And the more complex those tasks are, or rather the more aware we need to be with that task, the harder it gets. Now, can we, for example, fold the laundry and watch a series? Yeah, sure. Because one is passive and the other one is active, and they don't cross in each other's way. Can we draw a map and listen to music? Once again, yes. An active part, a passive part. Listening to music isn't that big a deal. Can we draw a map and try to sing along with songs? Well, here it becomes harder, because singing along means that, especially if we don't know the text really well, we need to be aware of what we're singing. Now, if we've sang the song 100 or thousands of times and the words come automatically, it becomes a little bit easier, because it doesn't take a lot of processing power for our brain to sing the song, because we already do it automatically. Same goes for playing a musical instrument and singing. But if your musical instrument and your singing are combined, it becomes easier again, because both of them are one thing. But if you're playing one song and singing another one, you should try it. Listen to the radio and try to sing a different song at the same time. It becomes very hard. Singing a song is easy, listening to the music is easy, but if those two clash, it becomes nearly impossible. So, who is better at task switching? Well, that's individual. Some women are good at it, some men are good at it. But the real word is some in this. Most people are not good at it. It's no problem. I mean, why should we need to task switch? The thing is, and now I will show you how they responded, the thing is, people like to think that they are good at multitasking. I know I like to think that I'm good at something too. There is nothing wrong with liking to think something. But liking to think you're good at something does not make it so. By the way, I wonder how many of you people actually tried the writing a sentence, numbering the letters, and then do it one by one. The ones that have tried it are now pretty much aware how difficult task switching really is. The real thing about that is that when you start task switching, you need a moment to re-grab focus on what you're doing. So if you're doing something and then you switch to another task, it takes away a little bit of your concentration and you have to re-grab it again. Doctors and teachers can tell you that this is rather common. This is, for example, when you get told how to teach or how to do math, you focus on one thing. You don't switch. Anyway, let's see how these people respond to, well, yeah, no, most people say women, but both men and women have different brains. Let's see how people respond to that.
Whatever.
Imagine if people knew that.
I don't know. Personally, no.
It's not our fault, it's biology. When I'm pooping, I'm just
Good
pooping.
job.
Dead on.
The female brain, the male brain. Dang. Together,
Finally.
bam. That's a brain.
That's a brain.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Little bit of testosterone, a little bit of estrogen.
Now you got a brain that functions.
Well, again, the last couple seems to understand what the fuck is going on. But I don't understand the other ones. I mean, oh yeah, damn, look at that. Yeah. Look at what? Nothing is being said. Well, I've said a few things, but they didn't. They basically said male brains and female brains are different, and therefore they can do jobs different. They never said women are better at it. They never said men are not good at it. They merely said they're different, which is partly true. Fair is fair. Men are better at certain tasks and women are better at other tasks. Funny enough, it doesn't matter. Anyway, like, share and subscribe. Criticism, as always, is more than welcome. I really look forward to your reply and your thoughts on this one. I hope to see you all next time.